Well, hey, we are here. It is a new day and night for Crazy Carla's concoction. It is Thursday night. Oh my goodness. Start of a new chapter. What do you think?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm used to Sundays, but
Mhm.
this is a welcome. This is different.
It
So,
is.
we welcome change, right? So,
Oh, no doubt. Change
yeah,
is good. If
it
you have
is.
that right type of attitude, change is good. So tell us, who is your guest tonight?
Tonight we have the amazing, phenomenal, spectacular, wonderful, just great Javetta Bryant.
Yes, indeed. That's what she super pro. Love it.
There she goes.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see here. Hey, Miss Lady.
Hey,
Good evening.
Miss Lady. Hey, my friend. We was just talking about you earlier, girl. Good stuff. None
Oh,
bad. Don't worry.
indeed. So let's go ahead and pay the bills so we can get into this because I'm sure you ladies got a lot to share. So let's see. We will start off with Sweet Lime. Let's do Sweet Lime.
Okay. Sweet Lime, Micaiah Mitchell. She does my hair. Don't look at my hair today because this is me, not her. But she usually does my hair, makeup. She does everything. She's into healthy hair. She does natural hair. She does color. She does it all, and she's very professional. You should go see her. You should go see her. She's right here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So no matter what city you are in around here, she's quick to get to, and she'll fit you in. She's on IG under sweet underscore lime LLC. There's a phone number there, and check her out. Check her out.
Indeed. Now we'll do Intuitive Readings by Myra.
Intuitive readings by Myra. It's so funny. She did a reading for a good friend of mine. My friend sent me all these cry face emojis. And she said that Myra got all in her business. And I said, listen, baby, that's what she do. You understand me? So for those of you who have never had a reading, you should try it. Trust me. It'll help you to prioritize some things. Check Myra out. She's very personable. She's down to earth. She's one of the sweetest people that I know. There's her phone number there. Her website is intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. She's also on IG under intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. She does virtual reads as well as in-person reads. So check her out.
And last but definitely not least, it is.
And my guest for next week, Sweet
Oh,
Truth Bakery and Catering. She is going to be up with us next week, but this is the lady who makes all my sweets when I get a sweet tooth, y'all. Now that
mm,
Javetta is gone, and we're going to talk about that. But this lady can make any kind of sweet you think of. She can make it. She's won awards for her wedding cakes, y'all, her pies, her cobblers. Oh my God, her banana pudding cake. Her banana pudding cake. You got to try it. And there's her IG right there, her Facebook, her Instagram is the underscore sweet underscore truth number one. She's also on Facebook at the Sweet Truth. There's her phone number there if you want to place orders. She also has her email on there, so there's no reason why you can't contact her. Oh yeah, and she does the cake pops too that are really delicious,
ooh.
really delicious. So check my girl out, okay? All right.
So whenever I get to NC, I already know where I'm fitting to hit.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you
Yes.
straight to her, Troy. Cause you
Oh,
ought to see how she has her. Oh my gosh, she got an oasis at her house anyway, so
mm,
you will
man.
love
Let me quit daydreaming on what I will eventually get. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in your guest.
it. Okay.
There you go, Miss Joetta. Well,
Hi.
you ladies have a good
How
time,
y'all
and I
doing?
will be in the back.
Thank you, sir. Hey girl,
Hey
hi.
girl, hey. How y'all doing? Oh my
Hey,
God.
Denise. Oh,
I
Soul
keep
Real
trying to.
Music. Look, I was like, hey, Dee, your hair look good, girl. That thing is stinging,
Thank
girl.
you, girl. My lactation hair, Louisiana. Listen, I'm getting it retwisted tomorrow because this right here is overdue for some color, and it just needs to be retwisted. It's been a while. Hey,
Listen,
Carlita. Hey, y'all.
I
How y'all
just went,
doing? My hand looks so big, don't it? I was like, hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I am not a man. I'm just playing, Carla. What's going on tonight? What we talking about?
listen, who asked the question? Look, we both listen. I got the wrong person. Look, I'm having a hot flash already. First, what's your concoction for tonight?
Okay, so I'm singing at this wedding in Punta Cana next week, and I started practicing on last week, and I was so out of breath because I done got fat. So I've been drinking water, but for tonight, I got some bubbly.
Hey.
I'm toast up with a little bubbly. It's still water. It's just carbonated. This is blueberry pomegranate. So
Oh, okay. Is it good?
it's good. It's if all you drink is water. I've only had water since Sunday.
Right.
So just that little hint of, I guess it's like the essence of the flavor, but it's not sweet. It's not sweet at all. It's just carbonated water. And I love soda. Well, I loved in my past life soda. So it gives me that little fizz, and then it gives me a hint of flavor.
Well, I see it in the store all the time I travel in because all I drink is ginger ale and water.
Drink
And
them cold. Drink them cold. You might like it. It kind of reminds me of like seltzer water. What you got?
Merlot, you know me.
Yeah, I missed the.
So this
Well,
gonna be interesting. For
I'll
those of
drink
y'all
this
who
thing.
don't know, and when I sing, which is rare, but when I have to sing, I do the herbal teas. I just do warm on my throat. No
It
cold.
wasn't my throat, Carla. It's not my throat. It was me being winded.
Girl,
Because
listen. You should have seen me at karaoke last night. Okay.
you did good. I know. I know you did.
Girl, we was in there, baby, with the people. Lord, yeah. Okay. I deleted the videos because girl, but you see my stomach coming down,
It's coming down. What is it, 25 pounds now?
25 pounds.
Y'all give it up for Carla. I'm proud of you,
Hallelujah.
girl. I'm so
Listen,
proud of you.
look, you hear people talking about some hallelujah. Hello!
Hello.
There
That's my
goes
brother right
my
there, y'all. That's my
yeah,
brother right there.
that's our bro, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna
Yes.
get into it. So first things first, y'all, I called Javetta DD. I call her DD for designated driver because she always, wherever we go somewhere.
And I do. I'm like the mother. It's funny. I'm the youngest in the group. And I mean, I'm not a lot younger, but I am the youngest in the group. So whenever
No,
we
you
go
are
somewhere,
not younger than me. You're younger than my sister.
I mean, we
Yeah,
all in our 40s. That's what I'm gonna say. We're all in our 40s. Okay.
you just got in your 40s.
Okay. I'm gonna stay young.
I'm about to come out these bitches. Hey! Listen,
But whenever we go out of town or wherever, I am always like the mother hen. I gotta make sure everybody is taken care of. I gotta make sure you really don't have to be in your right mind. What happens where we go, it's gonna stay where we go. Okay. You really don't have to be in your right mind, but I make a vow that I'm gonna get my babies home at the very least, and I'm probably gonna record some funny moments for them to look back on later and for us to talk about for years. For years, we still talking about Philly.
Then you fall asleep. Remember when we went to Philadelphia? Yeah, we came to Javetta when we went to Philadelphia. I know she felt like, why? Never taking these chicks somewhere. Listen, we was all over the place, but we had so much fun. Then when we got back to the Airbnb, she done wrapped up in the blanket on the couch like a bunny, and she was knocked out. I said, ma'am,
because you don't play I don't play when it comes to my sleep. I don't play when it comes to my sleep. Now, everybody had a bed, and I ended up on the couch in the living room in the Airbnb. But it didn't matter because I folded myself right on up in my little couch. I don't remember what kind of cover I had. It might have been a sheet, but I slept good that
I want to
night.
go back to that same Airbnb.
Let's
I
go.
love that neighborhood and everything.
And the little diner we went to, they
Oh,
had the corned beef
yes, I had my
hash.
corned beef hash. Hallelujah. Listen, I'm gonna get
Yes, we went to go see PJ Morton at a jazz festival. It was so
y'all, it was so nice. And we saw what's his face too. What's his name? The little gospel dude. The ding ding
Dooley, Dolly, the little Dolly, Jermaine
yeah,
Dolly.
Jermaine Dolly. He
I
was
got a
coming
picture with him.
hanging with us and everything.
Right.
Yeah, he was just out there with the people. We was like, baby, you can hang with us.
Oh, let's go back.
My
Come on,
man.
let's go back.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back, girl. Just so many good memories in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Philadelphia, if you will. So,
Yeah.
look, we had to pause for a minute.
Sorry, y'all. Just reminiscing. Okay.
So, first question.
Yeah.
Tell these people why you don't eat chicken with a bone in it.
Why you have to call me out? You know what? I'm proud. I am loud and I am proud. I'm gonna tell you why I don't eat meat off the bone. Number one, I think it's super savage. Okay, you're ripping the dead flesh of an animal off of its bone. Okay, I don't want to see the bone. If I see the bone, I don't want to eat it. Okay,
I like the bone.
I mean the bone. Most people like the bone. I just do not like the bone. I can't get past the veins. I don't. Even though I'm dark skinned, I don't like dark meat chicken. I only eat white meat.
Well, what the hell they got to do with you being dark skinned?
I'm just saying I don't like dark meat. But if I would have just said that without, giving that little insert, then if what you mean you don't like dark meat?
But the dark meat is where all the flavor is.
I can still, my food is very flavorful. Do you know where I live? I live in Louisiana, baby. Everything down here from the McDonald's to the gas station chicken tastes like the love of Jesus. Carlos and them chicken meatballs. Ain't nobody paying attention.
And we say, y'all, we gonna get chicken. She be like, I don't eat chicken with the bone.
I don't.
Like, girl, we know you ain't no chicken with the bone.
I don't eat any meat off the bone. Any. Don't give it to me. Don't show it to me. Don't put it on my plate. I can cook it, but I can't eat it.
I like the bone. I like to pick the meat off of it. I like to clean the bone. I like to pick the bone. I like to bite the bone.
That don't sound good to me though.
It's
all I hear is I like to take animals and rip the flesh off the bones. That's what I do for fun. That's what I do for nourishment. I just
I'm not gonna say
weird. But the crazy thing is, my mom said even when I was a baby, I wouldn't take a chicken leg. So maybe I was here before and had a traumatic experience or something with it.
Maybe I thought maybe he was gonna say like that's like I know somebody won't eat fish because they had a fish bone stuck in their throat one time.
Yeah, I'm funny about fish too.
You don't eat fish with the bones in it, croaker.
Boneless, skinless. I'm gonna tell you, James Lyons. What up, Jo? If you're watching, I do a lot of work with him. And every show, and I'm not a diva, Carla, you know I'm not a diva at all, but every single show, he brings me mountain fried chicken, angel wings. Oh my God. Every single show, I'll be like, God, I thank you, because that's like the best chicken.
Well, you need to stop bringing me sushi since he's bringing you angel wings. Now listen.
Everybody else eat chicken on the bone, but me, I need the
special. I be in there flipping the bone.
I cut mine with a fork and a knife.
I'm damn sadiddy. That's right.
Oh, that's a ditty. That's just how I eat. I just want to make sure it's cut up nice and I chew it up and it goes down really nice. I know, Carla, you have a special friend. I don't know why I am how I am, but it's only one me.
I love it. I just love you for who you are, child. I love it. So, we always, for people that don't know, Remember I told you, I don't know if y'all watched the show. I told y'all I talk to there's like 5 people I talk to every day. Javetta is one of them. I talk to her like every day, whether it's text or Marco Polo or Good to say those aren't wings, they're nuggets.
Forget you, Tony. Forget
They
you,
are
Tony.
chicken tenders.
Is there anybody watching the live on tonight that does not eat meat on the bone? And if nobody wants to come out, it's okay. This is a safe space. You can talk about the fact that you don't like the bone. It's more meat. I mean, y'all fighting, but I do eat crab legs. So.
But there's no bone in the crab leg.
There's not, but I'm still fighting for the little bit of meat.
I'm cooking some salmon and some crab. I got some crab meat. You know, I make the balls.
Yes.
You know, I cook, and I'm gonna make a salad and some cheddar broccoli rice. Nothing special.
Your food always looks so good. So whatever.
You know. Anyway, so we have been talking about lately. You know, trying to be more back into our Bible and stuff. So Taronza has us reading the book of Daniel. Yes. But what's your favorite Bible chapter in the Bible? I mean, not chapter, book of the Bible.
Okay. So when I was younger, I lived in the book of Revelation. Like, my dad, he showed us this set of movies about the end of the world, the end times, and the different bowls, the different judgments, the tribulation, the mark of the beast. I mean, I was young, so
you were fascinated with it,
right? It scared like my siblings, and for me, I was like, "So is this literal? Is this really gonna happen?" So I dove head first into the book of Revelation. Love it. As an adult, however, the Song of Solomon is like a love story to me.
I love it. That's because you in love now.
I read it, I'll be like, ooh, yes, set me as a seal. Ooh, yes. Love is as strong as death. Now that's a word, okay? I'm telling you, I love the Song of Solomon.
I think I have read the Song of Solomon maybe once, and that's when I read the Bible all the way through the one time.
You gotta read it.
I have referred to it, but I'm talking about in its entirety, because there was some freakily up in there. They were freaks, you understand? And I'm freaks. But that's because he had that fine dad in that African queen for a mama. So
that's it. And I can relate. That's what I'm gonna say. I can relate. And now, it's off the beaten path. It's not Psalms, because everybody loves Psalms. It's not, Matthew. I mean, it's not like one of the books that people are really drawn to. So I love the Song of Solomon.
You have Old Testament and you have New Testament. So for me, in the Old Testament, I always like First and Second Kings. And that's because, the Shunammite woman lived there.
Okay.
She was favorite. And then I like the book of Acts in the New Testament. Because, we were doing some things. It was a whole bunch of stuff. If you read the book of Acts, you'd be like, dang, I didn't even know, dang.
When I think of Acts, I think about the day of Pentecost, or that's the only.
No, girl, no, it's the other stuff. It's the other stuff like look at
really low. But yeah, that really is a verse. So I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but
Lena, we love you. We love you. Sending you virtual love, baby.
Yes,
y'all,
love and hugs.
Y'all say a prayer for Lena. She lost her mom today. So we're sending her love and prayers virtually throughout cyberspace. We love you, Lena.
Yes, we love you, girl.
We do. Yeah. So keep her and her family in prayer, if you will. Yes. So yeah, that's it. So I mean, that's a good reason why I'm gonna read. You're welcome, Mama. You are welcome.
Yes.
Um, I just can't even imagine. Look, I have to stop
Yeah.
for a second because you know my empath be like,
I know. I
the women
know.
they'll be laughing at me, but no, I'm seriously. My empath, they'll tell you it's so strong. Like I wake up out my sleep if one of my friends is going through something and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" And sure enough, things be going on. I be knowing. Fortunately, unfortunately, that's why you
Yeah.
can't lie to me. Tell them, Javella, you can't
You're
lie
right.
to me because
And
God
you
be
know
telling
what?
me in my dreams. I'll be like,
As
that's
a
all.
as a Capricorn, I
Don't tell it yet.
oh, okay.
But damn, you done told it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump
Well,
to the.
technically technically I didn't tell the whole truth, but that part of me, I'm saying, I'm very like, I guess people view me as hard, like almost unemotional. I do have an emotional side, but the way that I react, I guess, to trauma or tragedy or conflict is
No, but you're
different.
very calm natured for the
I'm
most part.
very, yes, I
Yeah,
am.
but I was like, excuse me, I don't know why I'm yawning. So I'm gonna skip the next question and ask you this: what's your zodiac sign?
It's complicated.
No, just tell it because somebody else on here was just like you, but in a different sign.
Okay.
And look, my guess on the 28th is this way too. Not what you are, but they are. What are you?
A cuspy.
A cuspy.
I'm a cuspy.
For those of y'all who watch a cuspy is a person who they are right on the line, literally.
Yes.
So Javetta is a Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I have the fun parts of the Sagittarius. I love to travel. I ask a ton of questions. I love to read. I'm very intellectual when I need to be, but I'm fun. And then the Capricorn part of me is I gotta work 60 hours a week to feel productive. I have to have this project in my hand and this project in my hand. I have to be in control because if I'm not in control, I don't know. And everything has to have a time and a place. So, I have deadlines at work. I have to meet my deadlines. And if something happens with the system or something like that, it's just like, just forget my whole day. Just forget my whole entire day. Emotionally, I think that I'm available emotionally. I guess we can ask my husband that if he's watching. Hey, Shug.
Hey,
But
Shug.
hey, Shug. Y'all, I love me some him. We'll talk about that. But I feel I'm very expressive, but I'm very matter of fact about how I feel. So where some people are like, "Oh my God, I love you so much," I'm like, "Look, babe, I love you. We gonna do this thing, just like this, face, just like this."
She has the classic Capricorn resting bitch face.
Yes, this is true, and I didn't know. And then when me and Franklin started dating,
thank you.
when
Hey,
ooh, that man.
He
So
said,
now that
how's that control thing working out?
those, I was just about to talk about the fact that I did not realize I was controlling until I met Franklin. And Franklin is older than me, and he's not a lot older than me, but he's closer to 50 than I am.
Okay. Yes, he is. Yes.
Okay. But when you're dealing with an older man, they're kind of like me. They'll listen. Don't come at me telling me, barking at me, telling me what to do. I'm a grown man. That's pretty much. I know, baby. I love you. I know. But
Franklin, my age, he is older than you, ma'am.
he is, but you're not that much older than me, y'all. I will be 42 this year. Okay, I will be 42.
I am 8 years older than you.
That's not that much. If it's not 10
No, it's
years.
really not. I mean,
Yeah, if it's
I
not
date
10
way
years,
below the scale. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Look,
Now,
you know, I
see, when I was like 8 and you were 16, now,
yeah, I was probably babysitting you or something like
right.
that. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember everybody knows the story. He lived in Louisiana, I lived in North Carolina. But the very first time he came to visit me, I picked him up from the airport and in Charlotte, and I'm driving him back to Greensboro, and I'm laying down ground rules like, okay, babe, you can't do this, you can't do. Listen, when you meet my parents, they pastors, and so you get it. He was like, I'm a grown man. Who you trying to tell them? I was like,
and Franklin's isn't he an Aries too? Or he a Taurus?
Aries. No, he's an Aries.
Okay, so he like my big daddy. Yeah. Girl, please. Girl, you cannot win.
He looked at me like
yeah.
And then like he takes really good care of me. Like when I say we go out. I don't know if I should tell this story, babe. Just tell me, don't tell it if I'm overstepping. But he'll take care of me. He'll pay for everything. He opens doors and all this. So it was his birthday weekend, and we were going out of town. So we went to one of the alcoholic stores here to take something with us. Connected Bottle Shop. It's a Black-owned business. If you're in Louisiana, please check them out. But so we went to the store, and I called myself like, okay, I'm gonna buy it because this your birthday weekend. We gonna celebrate. So in the store, I didn't realize that I was being how I was being. But, I was like, put it down. I'm going to pay for it. You're not going to pay for it. I'm going to pay for it. And I caught myself like, and he looked at me like,
girl, if you don't sit down.
Yes, he's a man. That's it. He's a good man. But he looks at me like, he's like, listen. You're not gonna tell me what to do. You can't. You can't.
He don't be paying for nobody when it comes to her history. That old bougie life stuff she be talking about. I be like, Lord, he's that man. I be praying for you, still. I be praying for you. I do. I be praying for you. I be like, help me, God.
But let me tell you about this relationship, and to answer your question, Los, about control.
I'm gonna spit this right.
When it comes to my marriage and it comes to my husband, I have learned to release the reins and let him be the man that God created him to be. It was hard. It was so hard for me because I found myself in so many situations as a younger Javetta where I was saving men. I got the dude that needed me to pay his car note, or I got the dude that needed me to slide him $100 to hold him over for the week. I married the dude that, well, we ain't gonna go into all of that.
He's the provider.
However, he was not. I was the provider. I was the breadwinner, and I was the head of the household. And naturally, I'm a born leader. And then I'm put into these positions where, I have to take the lead and I have to take care of another dependent.
And frankly, you ain't like none of her old boyfriends, not now one of them.
They couldn't stand not now one, but they love Franklin now because
you was the honest one.
Listen, Elliot, I tried and I failed. He shut it down immediately. And it really caused me to look at myself internally. See, you need to have a partner that's gonna call you out on your stuff, not coming from a place of forget you or trying to tell you who you are or whatever. But you need somebody to
rub on my booty.
That's all you need. That's not what I needed. I needed somebody to put me in my place and really say, hey, Javetta, this ain't right. You're not gonna do this to me. Right. That's and I really needed that.
That's true, though. But I would tell y'all, when she first met this man, he was like, girl, who is this big grown? Huh?
I was like,
I got it. You got to
Lady. Tomorrow it will be 3 months. We have known each other since January of 2020. We met in a Christian singles group on Facebook, and it's kind of amazing how we are here now. And when I tell you he's God's greatest gift to me, I couldn't be more, and it's not fake. Like, I'm not putting on no fronts or nothing like that.
We going like a go-word.
I'm telling you, y'all have no idea. Every day he peeled back the layers. You know, he told me from his perspective. I mean, he showed me from his perspective how a woman was supposed to be loved. Thank you so much, Miss Lady.
Yeah, we were so happy. When she got married, everybody was like, girl, I cried for about an hour.
I told Los, I remember
me too, Los. Thank you, God. That's why I can't date nobody from around here.
But you know what, Carla? When I told people that I met a dude in Louisiana, everybody was like, oh, he crazy. Y'all can't meet. Y'all, you don't know nothing about him. I'm like, but these dudes in this area that I meet at the grocery store ain't worth 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? His words, and we had 8 months to really talk and get to know each other because of COVID.
Remember, I didn't trust him at first because you met her on the Christian website. You know how I feel about this.
Yeah, everybody was like, I got into an argument with one of my sisters, like, this ain't right, this ain't it, you don't know him. I'm like, no, you don't know him. And then he met everybody, and they saw at least a part of what I see in him that makes him such a great man. And he's consistent.
The first time I met you was when I did the Wiz, and y'all came to my show, and he was walking beside you, and she was looking like, ah. I thought, wait a minute. Oh,
this day.
And so that's what I like to know.
Listen, to this day.
You got my freak look like a doggone flashlight, yo. So I was like,
I'm telling you, to this day, like, the way he makes me light up when we go out in public. First of all,
class, tell him I need a nigga that rub on my booty, grill, and love the Lord. Okay, bye. Anyway, so now we gotta go to the artist of the week. You gotta go to the artist of the week. You gotta have big hands, though.
Yes, Lord. Agreed. You know, my husband is 6'7", so.
Yeah, you know, these little hand men always try to talk to you. You know, little hands, boy. So listen. Okay.
All right, I'm waiting till you done. Anyway, the blast artist for the night is going to be our girl Demi Day, and this is called "Be Like You."
Everybody can't reach like, everybody can't dream like, everybody can't be like, everybody can't be like you. Everybody can't reach like, and everybody can't dream like, everybody can't be like, everybody can't be like you. I understand you got your own thing going, merely on down the stream, you better keep on rowing. They try to knock your self-esteem, you better keep on glowing. Don't let nobody in between that future you be knowing. So here's my message to you. Ain't no person on earth that can outdo you. Be yourself unto yourself. You'll be honored that you knew you. Only you can be your rock when it ain't no one else around. And if you don't love yourself, then the only way is down. But I believe in you. I see you got some dreams in you. Full speed ahead, I see you got some steam in you. Just keep chugging away. Be grateful for every day that you get to bless the world with such a beautiful face. Let your shadow make the chase. Let your heart dictate the pace. Let your mind give you the strength and let your spirit run the race. I bet your ancestors cheering, seeing in the path you clearing. Nothing worth fearing, every lesson worth hearing. But every now and again they try to break you. Lean into them wounds even though they might be painful. And when they heal the scars, that's when you gon' see a breakthrough. I'm praying that you make do with every resource within your grasp. Multiply it forth and be generous with your math. Kindness in your hand, willing to understand that every single second you get is another dance. And every single moment you breathe is another chance to do something you love, to always rise above. Parting for the past, don't let that trauma beat you up. Be gentle with your mental and everything you done been through. End of the day, you're the reason I grabbed a pencil, so I could draw you up a motivational stencil. Tracing the inspiration, make way for the destination. Cause trust me, I can see all of the places that you're headed. And I'm here to let you know you ain't gonna never reach a dead end. Everybody can't reach like, everybody can't dream like, everybody can't be like, everybody can't be like you. Everybody can't reach like, and everybody can't dream like, everybody can't be like, everybody can't be like you.
Who shot you?
That's our girl Demi Day.
I love Demi Day.
I love her too.
It's too right, sis. You know I love Demi. That's one of my babies.
I saw her the first time in at the Juneteenth festival last year in Greensboro that you hosted. Yeah, that was
nice.
Man.
Yes,
Girl, you should have seen what she did this year. She has a look, I'm gonna toot her horn right quick. She has a project where it's earth, fire, water, all the the elements plus metal.
Nice.
And she got a rap for each element. What? Baby, when I tell you she went out there and showed her tail.
She
and
sang
I was
too, don't she?
like, wait a minute. Baby,
Don't she sing? She sang too, don't she?
Not that I know of.
Her girlfriend does the singing.
Okay. I thought I remember her
singing, honey, and she is amazing. Both of them, I love them. Honey.
I do too.
Okay,
yes.
I'm sorry to be. Listen, I had to do the horn because she is amazing. Go ahead.
I got you. So if you would like to be a independent artist or even a comedian on Blast, you can go to blastmusic247.com, register as an artist for free, and be a part of the family. That's blastmusic247.com, changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, ladies, back to where you.
He sound like he get ready to sell us a car, don't he?
I know, right?
Now you have to give me some money or something like, let's make a deal.
You too can be a Blast artist.
So listen,
blast247.com.
Now, for those of y'all who don't know who Javetta Bride is, Bride, I always have to make sure I say her married name now, y'all.
It's
I've been
so weird. I'm so used to Milton. It's so weird.
Oh God. So for those of y'all who don't know, this is a singing somebody here. When I say she sang like Jesus done stood on her foot and grabbed her by her neck and said, "Sing." That's why I think you singing. I'll be like, "Ma'am," I'll be able she sings. So she sings and she's an actress phenomenon. She just won ACE Award for being best director. But baby, have you seen her act? Roll the clip, Troy.
Love you. Love you too, Mom. Hi.
What the hell is this? Why you suspend my boy?
Okay. Well, did you read the note? For God's sakes, he broke a kid's nose.
Did you find out what happened? Or do you just go around suspending people's kids without asking?
Look, I understand you're upset, But if you just looked at the facts.
Facts are my son is a good kid. He makes good grades and he can get into college. Those are the facts. People like you who are supposed to help him, just let him slip through the cracks. CJ, you have a chance to really do something with your life. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Then why is it that every time things start going well, you find a way to mess it up?
Wow.
You're special, you hear me? You are special, and I can't wait for you to show the world what I already know. I think you need some guidance. So, you're going to stay with your father.
Hello. This is she. Wow. So, for those of y'all who have never seen Javetta act, hey, Rosie! Look, you hear people say, "Hey, Aunt Rosie."
She didn't say, "Hey, I'm Vetta" when I got on. Wait a minute,
Hey, Aunt Ray. She said, "Hey, Aunt Ray."
Okay,
So,
okay.
listen, me and Javetta first met through Carlos Massey on the set of Her Story, His Truth, where I played First Lady Gloria Jones, and Javetta played my son's not girlfriend, friend girl. Right.
Yeah.
Of his friends. And y'all, that play did so much for all of us, but mostly the Pinky girl. It really, he didn't know that he did it, but he brought together, a sisterhood. We have been rolling ever since, right? And
Ever since.
Me and Javetta both have the same medical condition that we're not ashamed about it. We have a condition called hidradenitis suppurativa. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's a very painful condition where you sometimes get these boils that are huge. Actually, I haven't had an episode because I had surgery, and then she had surgery. But the first time I met her, she was walking like this, y'all.
Yeah.
And I said, "Why are you holding your arms like that?" And she looked so embarrassed. And I was like, "I'm sorry. I don't mean to be overstepping mine." And she was like, "I got this." And I said, "Do you have hidradenitis suppurativa?" And she just looked at me like, "What?" I had to literally, I don't have an underarm. It's not gross or anything, but they cut out. They have to go in because you get these boils. You can get them anywhere you have a crease. So you can get them underarms. Some people get them behind their legs. Some people get them in their groin area. They say people who have hidradenitis suppurativa experience the most pain of anybody behind childbirth because it's so painful. Because the things literally it can come from when you have hydrogenitis suppurativa, you don't shave.
No. Not at
because
all.
you get ingrown hairs really, really bad. Like the wax lady is our friend. So that's one thing y'all need to know. We get everything waxed because hydrogenitis suppurativa is so painful. So we met, and she played Corey, the cupcake lady.
I did.
We was really being herself because Javetta has her own sweets business. And she makes the most phenomenal candy apples that y'all have ever tasted. Y'all, she do them in all flavors. Like she did my daughter's baby shower. I'm telling you.
I did.
And she does the strawberries. Let's talk about the strawberries. So the strawberries that you get from Javetta, you can get in any kind of flavor. Like you can get chocolate. You can get Snicker Bar, Milky Way,
strawberries,
Mr. Buck.
Crunch,
you name it, white chocolate. It's an addiction. Okay, it's an addiction, and sure, we mad at you because you took her down there.
I do a
So,
whole lot. I do a whole lot.
but because of us meeting on the story, her story, his truth, you were able to get your surgery and finally be healed from all that pain. But see, God put us together because when
He
I saw
had
my
to.
sister holding her arms like this, I was like, wait a minute.
Listen, I was
that.
that whole process. I think maybe it was Tech Week. I had been dealing with it without knowing what it was for months. And when I say dealing with it, some days I would wake up and I didn't have use of my arms.
You can't move your arms.
Yeah. And I had flare-ups in both my arms. The disease had started tunneling into my back. And it was just very painful. Oh my God. So yes, when I met Carla and she told me about, what she was going through, and she actually referred me to her doctor, I was like, oh my God, this is a godsend. Somebody can actually fix what's broken in me. And I don't know, as an actress or a performer or an entertainer, people are looking at you. That's for a living. You get looked at, you're entertaining people. And to have a condition where I didn't have full use of my arms during a show, man, it broke me. But meeting you, Carla, that blessed my life. And I had my first surgery. Both arms had to they had to cut the diseased tissue out of both arms. And I had infection. I mean, I went through so much. I think I was in the hospital for about 2 weeks, maybe. And y'all came to visit.
Your nurse is my next door neighbor. That's even crazier. Remember the first lady?
Yes. So, and I ended up having additional surgeries. The first time they went and they took the diseased tissue out, but they continued to cause these tunnels. Just look up HS or hidradenitis suppurativa, and it'll tell you about the different stages of the disease and how it affects different people in different ways. But for about a year, I was messed up, and I've had flare-ups since then. Of course, like Carla said, I have no armpits. You can see the scars from here all the way here. I had holes in my sides to drain all of the fluid. I had multiple infections. It was really bad, and so many people suffer with it, but not a lot of doctors dealt with it or diagnosed it properly until recently. So I'm glad that light is being shed. And actually, Carlos is doing a part 2 to her story, His Truth, that's actually going to touch on hidradenitis suppurativa to bring awareness. So I'm really excited about that because
I mean, it's so people don't understand, and then you always because it goes from 0 to 100 real quick. Yes. When you got hidradenitis, like 1 minute you have a lump, and then the next minute you have a lump.
Yes.
And when they bust it,
when they drain,
because you can't bust it yourself, they have to cut it.
Yeah.
And if it does bust on its own, thank God. But then you still feel like crazy because it's the craziest situation. So, people got to get informed about it. They say people who have hidradenitis suppurativa have high calcium. We have like more calcium in our body than other people do.
Right.
So I thank God that since I had that surgery, I don't have it there anymore.
I have not. I think I had the second surgery I had, they had a cut into my back some. And I've had a flare in that little crease where they cut into my back, but it has not been bad. It has not been really bad. So
I get the bikini line ones, but that's because when I be disobedient. Listen, we don't shave. Once again,
do not shave. Yes.
I'm sorry. If you dealing with a woman with hidradenitis suppurativa, one thing she gonna do is get a bikini.
And
listen, we ain't got time.
They like, what are y'all talking about? But also, real quick, since we're having this informative session, the aluminum in deodorant can actually cause issues there.
And fish. You have to be very careful about what kind of fish you eat. And you know, we stay eating seafood. But you have to be very careful, like mackerel, salmon, and stuff. I have to space it out because sometimes, you know, fish with high levels of mercury, like tuna, you have to be very careful about what you eat. And that's another thing that hydrogenitis helped us to do too. And then I lost all that weight. Once I realized what was going on with me. So, it was just so funny how God put me and Javetta together. But Javetta, y'all, if you've ever seen her act, it's kind of like an out-of-body experience because this woman, and she knows, I just love to watch Javetta act. And when they asked me to play Javetta's mom in Shock Opera, I played her mother. I played an African woman. And y'all, when I say this play, if you've never seen it, I wish Ronald would do it again because it is shocking. It was called a shock opera. And Javetta,
that was hard.
When I say she became somebody else, y'all. And when I say I had to become somebody else, because I would never let anybody do anything to my children in real life. Now, that's another thing. Javetta, how many children do you have?
I have 2 adult children, 21 and 19, a boy and a girl. And both are very talented in their own right. So,
and my Leo baby. Her son is Leo like me. That's my baby.
He's a Leo. And I have a Gemini, Carlos. So I got one with 2 personalities.
She be like, dum.
I be like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna get which day. I'm like, am I getting sweet or am I getting sour? Which one am I getting? I don't know.
That Kristen, I'll tell you, you know what? But I love these babies. Our children are growing up. Like, Teron's son is out here being a professional DJ. He said, Javetta, where do you want to be professionally? That was one of my questions in the next year.
That's a good question. So let me just tell you that for years I have chased the dream of acting. I mean, I want to do it with everything in my soul, and I'm still on fire for that. Okay. God has positioned me in a city that actually films like real movies that you see in the theaters and things of that nature. And I'm right next door to Texas, and they do a lot of filming and stuff there. But the city of Shreveport, if you do your research, they've done a ton of blockbuster movies. They're actually, yes, come on and visit. When I first moved here, they were filming George Foreman's biopic here in the city. So the opportunity is here. Now, here's what I want to do. In this area, I've seen one play being what's the word? Being promoted. There's one play that was promoted since I've been here, and I've been for a while. So my goal is to bring some of the talent that is in the state of North Carolina to some of the big historical theaters that they have here in Shreveport. That's my goal. I'm not a promoter or anything of that nature, but I really feel like if we can get a James Lyons production or Carlos Massey production in this area, I really feel like, you know, that'll open up the theater aspect. Film, they got it. Theater, not so much, but they have theaters here. So in the next year, my goal is to bring an all-star cast from North Carolina with an all-star playwright and an all-star, and just show them what North Carolina can do. And it can be done.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to do this thing.
And I've been networking. Like, there's a mega church here, well, in Bossier City, which is right next door to us, that I've been visiting. The owner of the salon where I get my hair locked, her husband is like a deacon there or something like that. So I've been networking and trying to get in touch with the people, the church community, I don't meet strangers. And then my husband and his family is very well known in this area, and his family just kind of stretches all in this area. So I know I can sell out one of these big theaters. I know I can. And then once I meet and get in touch with somebody in radio, and I have a plan. It's written down. Okay. And it's not just about me, because I always say, when it's time, when I come up, I'm bringing everybody with me. Not everybody. Everybody can't come with you on your journey. But the people that have been in the trenches with me, the people that's been fighting to get recognized in Greensboro by the people that pay to see Tyler Perry, but don't pay $20 to come see us. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we cannot create the market or the support in that area, let's just take it somewhere else where it's appreciated. That's how I feel, and that's how I feel. And I'm cool with auditioning for Tyler Perry. That was one of my goals as an actress. Once I got my kids out of high school, I was going to Atlanta. I was getting on one of Tyler Perry's shows, and I was going to be known by everybody. But you know what? Tyler used to be somebody that did nobody know. And he worked hard, and he was homeless, and he did what he had to do to get to where he is. And Tyler was Tyler. Javetta can be Javetta. You hear what I'm saying? Carla is Carla. We can do this. I think our theater family, our entertainment family is tight. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we have everything that we need to be successful in this thing.
Which is each other. Because now we don't compete with each other. We always throw each other. And I'm gonna tell you who's good for getting us something. Tamika. Yes, our friend Tamika, who will be on the show this year, actually in August. Tamika she decided to start making her own film because she got tired of waiting for people to put her in things. Right. And when I tell you she out here winning awards left and right, she's going to be at the National Black Theater Festival next month showing her film Generations.
And it's her first time. The last
she won for Sarah Bartman. Y'all, we got to take care of each other. We got to start taking care of each other. And it's enough money out here for all of us to eat. You hear me? Yes. It's enough money. Now next week I have Faith coming on, Faith Renee for a Sweet Treat. But the week after that, I'm going to have Rasheen Pugh on here. Kilo.
Okay, Kilo.
You know Kilo we out here doing. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, because it's Leo season coming up. So, you know, Leo, he's a Cancer, but he's another cousin. He's a Cancer Leo, and I don't think of him as a Cancer. Yeah, you know his birthday is exactly on the cut. And so, I just thank God for Carlos. I thank God for everybody who's allowed me to ever act in anything they ever did, whether TV, where it was the movie we're in is coming out. Caking Up. Me, you, Los Saranza. That's coming out real soon. Kilo told me. He told me I can say it. But you know, that's about to drop in like another movie.
That's exciting. Okay.
And we gonna get dressed up. And so look,
I'm excited. A lot of people are like, Javetta, have you stopped acting? Have you what's going on? I'm gonna tell you.
We've been busy.
Listen, I am behind the scenes busy working, but if I'm not doing nothing else, I'm enjoying the peace and the love that God has blessed me with in this season. Because I have worked like a dog. I have ran the race. I ain't finished yet, but listen, I'm on the sideline enjoying what I got going on right now and working behind the scenes. So in 2023, I'm taking off. In 2022, I'm still working in the industry. Don't get it twisted. I'm flying back to North Carolina next month to film the final season of In the Nick of Time by Carlton Clay. I'm so excited about that. I have 2 scripts with me now. One is by James Lyons. That's actually, we're going to start practicing that and very soon, but it's not going to premiere until next year. You know, people are sending me scripts, and I have an idea for a play now. I'm not a playwright, but I write.
Yes, you are.
I have a story to tell, but you know, it's been in my spirit for about 2 years, and I don't know if I shared the storyline with one other person, maybe, but I've been holding on to this storyline. I think it's really good. I just want to develop it because I want it to make sense when it comes out. So I'm gonna add that to my bucket of things that I do, because God has blessed me to where everything that I do professionally, I succeed in. I got like golden fingers, gold. I don't know what it is, but everything that I touch is successful. And I thank God for that. But I don't move until I know it's right. The time is right. So I've been sitting on it for a couple of years. But the story is developing in my spirit, and I'm like, okay, I'm about to start writing it down. Let me write it down.
And one thing about Giselle, if she says she's going to do something, she's going to do it.
Absolutely.
And she's a heavy manifester, and she really, like, I laughed at her. I peeked at her when she went on that little Christian dating website. I was like, girl, I ain't letting that there but some food. And they got a missionary got her husband,
a good one. I said, what the world? Who would have thought? Who would have thought I would be married? Who would have thought I would? Louisiana wasn't even on my map of. I mean, visiting, yes, New Orleans, but living here, I never would have thought. And as a sidebar, it's like 192 degrees here right now, y'all. It is hot. Okay.
Y'all, and you're better purified of frogs.
Listen, I don't like the animals here. Okay, I know I love this man.
Casey in the house the other day.
See,
I was on
get you some peppermint spray.
I was partaking of my herbally. Herbal. And I looked to my left. Amazing.
Yeah,
but
you
I
like me.
My herbs. Because it was a frog out there about bigger than my fist.
Yeah, they big here too.
And my daughter screaming and running about. I said, "Look, you help me. I can't do amphibians. I can't do reptiles."
Listen, I cannot. But I have.
I know.
But that's why I say I know I love him. Because listen, that first frog encounter, Olivetta would have packed her stuff, and I would have been like, "I love you. Let me know when you coming to North Carolina."
Y'all, Javetta came on Marco like this. She was like, "Listen, I can't do this frog.
I can't do it no more."
She had tears in her eyes.
I can't do it no more.
I'm gonna have to come back to North Carolina because it's too many frogs down here.
But you know what? Real quick, I know it's time for us to go, but I was talking to my sister the other day, and I was like, there has to be some type of significance as to why these frogs keep coming to me.
But what did I tell you to do?
What?
Remember I told you to look up totem. They say anytime, I learned this from Dr. Patricia Chris. Anytime you see an animal a lot, and this is for all of y'all, you go to Google and look up totem animal and whatever that is, or bug or whatever. Because at one time, remember when I just kept seeing those cardinals everywhere, and I kept seeing the blue jays and whatever. Y'all, anytime you look up totem, an animal is a totem, right? Like if you start dreaming about an animal a lot, then that animal is bringing you something. Trust me, whether it be a bug, whether it be an animal, because every living thing has a life force. And it's here for a reason. And I know y'all know I'm a weird stone lady or whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I did look up frogs being
And what did
around
you say?
you. It was a very good meaning. Usually when frogs come around, it means that you are surrounded by peace and good fortune or something like that. But it's true for my life right now. Like, my life is going really well, but I don't need the frogs to enjoy my life. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to find a frog under my desk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them. And I think about the different plagues in Egypt. I'm like, could you imagine, Carla, in 2022, frogs just...
No. And then the locusts would have took me out.
The locusts would... All of them, really.
And the blood.
And I'm going to tell y'all, since we went weird real quick, I have been researching quantum immortality. And listen. I'm a Christian. I love the Lord. You see my shirt, it say Christian? Yeah. Perfect. Nope. I have been researching quantum immortality. I just want y'all to just research it. It's some truth to it.
I told you that I've been here before. I already know that I've lived on this earth.
It makes sense to me from a scientific standpoint. It really makes sense to me. I ain't trying to weird nobody out. My husband, he be like, here come my conspiracy theorists. Because I'm like, listen, I got questions about certain things. And I know that I have a heavenly Father that loves me enough to where I can go to him and be like, okay, God, I don't understand this. I got questions. I feel like I can do that. A lot of people say don't question God, but I got questions. So as your creation, can I not? Listen, Toronto, you hear me?
Because it would have just been too much, because it was stinking and funky. All that stuff to me, all I see is stinky and funky. Okay, and it was too much going on.
But I do talk to my friends. Listen, nothing, and they didn't have no type of repellent or nothing like this.
They didn't have no air conditioner, and they was in the desert. Lord,
they didn't have no barbershops. They couldn't wash. They might have washed with some herbs and things, but they smelled
the darkness.
The darkness.
Because I don't even sleep in the dark. I can't do it.
Well, the Egyptians, they had electricity. I think that's what the pyramids
were. But we're supernatural beings. And people, that's a whole nother. I'm going to do that when I have the guy that's on here with me. I got a person that's going to come on here and talk to us. Because y'all know.
That's actually a spiritual thing. We are supernatural beings.
Black people, our melanin itself is a life force. And I wear my stones. Look, tonight I have on my pyrite. I took my tourmaline off tonight. You know why, Jay?
Why?
Because I knew you. Because usually I have my tourmaline on for protection.
Protect. Okay, I got you.
But tonight I wore my pyrite, because pyrite is for success, y'all. It means wealth. But we're gonna get into. I'm gonna do a whole show on stones and crystals and things of that sort. Y'all, I have a cousin who she's pregnant right now. She's about to give birth soon. But my cousin does reading. Danny, the beautiful model. Y'all, my cousin Danielle Steele, she is the one of the brand ambassadors for Killer Mike for his clothing line. But she does tarot reading. She does all of that. And for all of y'all who don't believe it's a thing, it's a thing. We have been taught as Black people to suppress our power. And I might get in trouble for this. But we have been taught to suppress our power through Christianity.
I would so I did research on Christianity. Christianity's origin, and there was a saint, what was his name, out of Africa that was into Christianity. Started with a Y. Saint, hold on, I gotta look it up. But the Christianity that we know and love came from our slave masters.
Everything is stolen. That's just like when you said Bossier City, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Because Bossier City, you know, I worked for a company for a long time. I worked for a company, and y'all, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm bilingual. So I used to go to Bossier City, Casino, Harris, and do the Spanish-speaking population open enrollment. And there's a lot of Santerias there, and the reason why is because there's a lot of Spanish-speaking Dominican, Puerto Ricanos, all those people that migrated from their countries, Haitians, that live in Louisiana.
Right.
And they practice voodoo, they practice Santeria, they practice the things that we have been taught are wicked. What are they? And
this is what I say. This is what I say. Find God for yourself. Do your research. Don't dismiss something just because
it makes you
everybody in your life told you that this was wrong. Research for yourself. Get into the Bible, because the Bible speaks of things that, you know, I was raised thinking was evil. So I just say, I don't tell nobody how to think, how to act, how to talk, or anything of that nature, but I do my research. And I thoroughly enjoy having conversations with people from other belief systems and other religions and other walks of life, because it opens my eyes to a lot of things that was dismissed growing up as wrong. But, you know, getting in and finding it out for yourself, even God, if you don't have a relationship with God for yourself, if you have it just because this is what mama told me, this is what grandma told me, great grandma, this is just what we did, then.
And when you say God, we're not talking about Jesus. Like, I learned from my Muslim friends, I learned from my Buddhist friends, I learned from my Hindu friends, my Rasta friends. Everybody has God living in them, whether you realize it or not. And it's just so much.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I'm so glad that I can have these conversations with you and Taranza and, you know, different people, because we talk about these things because we are ever evolving, right? As women and as men, we should be ever evolving. Each day is a new day to learn something new, right? And so for me, where I was this time last year, case in point, remember that picture I posted yesterday? Remember what happened this time last year when I posted that picture?
I don't remember.
Somebody came to see me from Las Vegas. Remember, I was glowing like, and then this time, this year, was like, okay.
I remember, yes.
But you know what? Everything is an evolution. And you learn, and you go here, and you go here. You should never be going backwards, right?
But we do, because...
No, we become stagnant and we stand still, but we don't go backwards.
I no longer go backwards. I look forward. I know that my future is bright and all of that. But humans, it's human nature to stay in your comfort zone or to keep doing what's comfortable. But I promise you, once you step outside what's normal for you, and you don't listen to the people that are telling you what you need to do, but you listen to your heart and what your spirit is telling you to do, I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It is. And
you would be happily married if you had to listen to everybody else, right?
I'm telling you, I would be very busy. I would be run down. I would probably not be as happy and fulfilled as I am right now. I feel like my life is full circle. I just feel like all the seeds that I've sown these 42 years of my life, God is just like, it's like my harvest time. I'm reaping what I've sown, and not just in the area of my love life, but, you know, elevation on my job, elevation. It's just so much that's going on. Now, it's a lot of other stuff that's going on too that I could allow to stress me out and pull me down.
It is.
But listen, that's right, Taraz, it is true freedom. But God has brought me to this place.
Before we go, last thing. Tell me what you want people to like when they hear the name Javetta Bryant. Javetta, formerly Milton, preacher kid, mother, wife. What do you want people to think when they hear your name? What's your legacy? What's your legacy?
As far as people, I want them to think whatever they want to think about me. You know, I'm true to who I am as a person. I feel like I'm a great friend, a great mother. I'm a great person. Okay, that's how I feel, and I feel like I give everything that I have to the people that I know and love, and even people that I've never known before. I'm giving everything. This is all Javetta. I'm living a full life and I'm dying empty. Okay, so I ask God, whatever it is that you got for me to do and be in this life, this is who I'm gonna be. What the people think, it's what they're gonna think. But hopefully I've made some type of impact in your life by just being better.
Ooh, I feel that. Ooh.
I love you, Carla.
I say. Well, so I love you. I thank you so much for coming on here tonight. Oh God, it's just always so good to have, people that you love. I thank everybody who tuned in. We thank you. Next week we're going to have the sweet truth herself on here.
Is she bringing treats? I need to know.
I wish we could eat them virtually, but listen, I might have to figure that out too. But I thank you, Javetta, for coming on. I know you have to be up early in the morning, so I won't hold you too much longer. I thank everybody for tuning in. I do want to send out my condolences once again to Lena J.
Yes,
she's so special to us. She's always been here chiming in and cheering us on. Also to Shamika and Carlos. Shamika lost her grandmother this weekend, y'all. And grandmas are special. And when they're not here with us anymore, it's like something you can't even put into words. So I'm just praying for everybody that's going through something right now. I just pray that God put his peace upon you.
Yes.
I'm praying that God will allow you to have peace and comfort at this time.
Yes.
And I just wish you love and joy. And I'm going to see y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Love you.